Hi everyone, it's Miss Jenna from Occupational Therapy, and I'm outside here today to talk to you about ways that we can play with water as kind of like a sensory bin idea. So the first activity I love to do involves cleaning our toys. Now this is great for working on hand washing, making sure we clean things long enough, getting all the soap off, and making sure they're completely dry when we're done. So to get started, I filled up 2 bowls full of water. I have a washcloth so that I can soap them up. I have a brush, a scrub brush, just for some extra sensory input, a different texture. I have 1 towel to dry my objects. And then I also have another towel so I can lay them out to dry when they're finished. I also have some dish soap. So the first step is I am going to add some dish soap to my first bin of water. I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to stir it up and make it all bubbly. Now I grabbed about 10 toys that I'm going to dry and wash today. So one at a time. I have a whale, I have a ring, I have a spiky ball, I have a little cup, I have a duck, I have some ring toys, I have a pink fish, I have a spoon, I have a turtle, I have a spatula, and I have a slotted spoon. Now all of my toys are soaking in those bubbles. I'm going to add a little bit more bubbles to my water. Now during this, encourage your child to feel those objects, get their hands in there, play with that water and that soap. All right, so the next step, just like we're washing our hands, we want to rinse them off and get all the soap off. I'm going to start with my turtle. I'm going to dip him in here. All the soap's off. I'm going to use my towel. We can dry him off a little bit, just like our hands, and I'll lay him out to dry. I could do this a little differently and use my washcloth for another sensory input. I'll dip my towel in, use 2 hands and wring out my towel, and I'm gonna scrub this ring, get it all clean, dip it into my water, and let it out to dry. I can also use my brush. It's a little prickly. Scrub-a-dub-dub this duck with my brush. Get all the soap off and lay them out to dry. So those are just a few different options how you can add different sensory feelings and textures into water play. Get my spiky ball, lay him out to dry. I'll go back to my washcloth. There's a lot of soap on my fish. Scrub-a-dub-dub, dip them in my water, and lay them out to dry. The ring toys, dip them in my water. Dry them off a little bit. Lay them out to dry. Now another fun thing that you can do when you're doing water play is you can work on utensil use. It's great to have our students practice using a spoon, and you can have them put water onto the spoon and put it into a cup. You could have them put some of the water from the spoon into the other bowl. We like when they're using 2 hands, they're watching what they're doing, and they're just being really interactive. I could even try to go fishing. I could use my spoon, catch my whale, and then put him in the water bucket. What else can I catch? I caught a cup. I better dry off some of these. All dry before I set them out. Make sure all the soap's off too. So water play is one sort of like a sensory bin we like to do. But another easy one you can do from home is called a rice bin. Now this is one that I already had. I got all my materials at the dollar store. I prefer to use beans rather than rice because they're easier to clean up, especially in carpet. So I just grabbed a bag of beans and I got some fun things. I got sticky dinosaurs for a fun texture. I got little finger puppets that they can play with. Shoestring, something a little soft. You could put this spiky ball into your rice bin. It's fun to just have your students feel around, see what they can find. Ask them to find something blue. Maybe they'll find a blue monkey. Or tell them to find something small, and maybe they'll find a little eraser. The possibilities are truly endless when it comes to sensory and sensory bins. I hope that you're able to make one and have some fun. Bye.